What's going on, guys? It's JustHK here, and today I'm back with another video. And as you read by the title and saw by the thumbnail, today we're going to be talking about how to stop lag or any type of lag spikes on any game on your Xbox, whether that's on the current gen, the next gen, whatever console you may have. This is going to be applying for all Xboxes. So be sure you guys are staying tuned on the video. Be sure to drop a like so more people can see it. I can help other people that are having the same issue out, and I'll let you guys decide if you want to subscribe or not when the video does end. But with that said, let's hop right into it. So on social media, I've been seeing a lot more people have problems with their internet connection and just games in general. It's giving a lot more lag spikes recently since, everyone's starting to get out of school or starting to play more. Summer's coming up. I know a lot of y'all are going to be playing a lot of video games, of course, since we don't have school anymore, right? So yeah, it's really, really awesome. But of course, with that comes a lot of lag spikes. I'm here to teach you guys how to stop that, and you guys can enjoy your gaming experience to your maximum potential. So with that, without further ado, we're gonna hop right into it. The very first thing I actually want to go over is make sure that you guys have cleared your Xbox storage out of any games and apps that you are not using. Now, a lot of people come to me and ask me, why is my Xbox so slow? Like, I have all these games and all of them are lagging and I just don't know what to do. Well, you guys already explained your problem. You have a lot of games. Your Xbox can't run that many games, especially if it is a past gen. Like for me personally, I got the next gen console. I know a lot of you guys can't afford it or something right now because it's a very limited stock. So a lot of you guys, well, majority of you guys are still on the current gen, which does mean that your console can't, play all 20 or 30 games that you have installed on it. I'd recommend sitting at a sweet spot of 10 to 15 games on your Xbox. Whenever you guys do get sick of a game, you guys can delete it, so it doesn't take up too much storage and your game volume isn't crazy in your Xbox, especially if you have the current gen. Keep in mind, I do have next gen, so this doesn't really apply to me, but I like to have lesser games. I'm already I already have the next gen console. I can do more games than 10 to 15, but try to keep your gap from 10 to 15 games, especially if they are massive games like Fortnite and 2K21. Those are massive games that are going to take up a lot of storage. You guys can see on the bottom left, I do have 20% storage, and I actually have 2.1 terabytes of free storage. And if you're wondering why I have that much storage, I'll get into that in another video if you guys want me to. So be sure to comment that down below if you want a video of how to get more storage, although it's kind of obvious. Yeah, anyways, with that said, that's the very first thing. Make sure you guys are cutting down on your games and apps. After you are done with that, you guys can also go over here and free up space, but we're not going to get into that. This is not how to get more space on your Xbox. This is how to actually stop lag spikes. Now, once you have limited all the games and apps that you are using on your Xbox, you are finally going to go into your Xbox settings. Now, this is where we're going to spend most of our time talking. So we're going to go over here to the general actual icons all over here, and you can tell there's a lot. But before we actually click onto anything, I want to first get out of the way that there is going to be some type of external device that you guys might actually want to get for the summer and just in general for the rest of your gaming experience life ever. And I'm pretty sure I've said it in a lot of these type of videos, but be sure to invest in an Ethernet. Now, what an Ethernet actually is of course, everyone at home does have a router, and what that router does is it gives us a wireless connection to play our video games. Now, of course, everyone is playing on Wi-Fi, a wireless connection. What an Ethernet does is connect a wired connection from your Xbox all the way to your router so you guys can get the fastest internet speed possible. Now, I've been using this for many years for my YouTube channel, for the uploading of my videos and all that type of stuff, and I always use it for my actual video gameplay. When I am gonna film gameplay, I do put it on my Xbox, and I do get little to no lag. I don't think I've ever lagged with my Ethernet on. It doesn't matter how weak your internet is, as long as you are playing with an Ethernet, it's gonna be bare minimum. It won't lag your game at all, depending on the other settings that I'll be going on in this video. So be sure to actually invest in an Ethernet. Keep in mind, they're very inexpensive. On Amazon, you guys can find one that's like, depending on the size, of course, but I found one that's actually $8 and it's actually very affordable. It's a Cat 8 Ethernet cable as well, which means it's like a very fast one too. This one's only 6 feet, but there are other sizes you guys can get. A lot of them, depending on how far your router is from your Xbox, that just depends on that. But be sure to invest in one of those before watching the rest of this video. I mean, you can watch it, but you know, I'd recommend you guys get an Ethernet cable. The very next thing is gonna be the actual TV and display options. So a lot of people seem to overlook the fact that they can change their display to 720 to 1080p. Now, if you guys are really suffering with a lot of lag, it might be due to your monitor, and a lot of people really don't know that, since they might be playing on some big TVs and they don't know that their TV actually does put input delay, which does cause lag in the game, and it's not really that nice. So I really recommend everyone, if you are playing on a monitor or that type of stuff, make sure maybe go down on the resolution. I personally do play on a monitor. I switched to a monitor very recently, so I can play at 1080p. But for some of you guys that are playing on very big TVs and you are gonna lag, you guys might want to lower your resolution if you guys are trying to actually, you know, not lag as much as you might be. So once again, this is all personal preference. I'm giving you guys my idea on what you guys can do to lower your lag, not to look the nicest in the game, just saying. Anyways, going down over here to video fidelity and overscan, you guys can actually change the color depth and the color space of whatever you're looking at in the game. So I obviously go on PC RGB. I feel like the colors pop out a lot more. Although you guys might not have a PC, it does look a lot nicer. Trust me, it does have a difference. And then for the color depth, you guys want to make as many pixels as your monitor slash TV can do. So for me, my monitor can actually do 36 bits per pixel, which is a 12-bit. It's actually pretty decent. Some of them are going to be like 32-bit, and it's going to be a lot more than what I have, or it might be a lot less than what I have, but that's totally fine. Make sure you are picking the highest option so you guys get as many pixels on your screen as you can. Next up is going to be the power mode and startup. Now, this right here is actually going to affect your Xbox a ton. Now, when I say this, it's going to affect you a ton, I say you guys should probably change this, or just at least know about it, so you know what even this power mode startup is. So what this is whenever you actually are turning on your Xbox, it has different modes where it can turn on. There's the first one, which is the instant on, which does mean it is a very fast console startup. You guys can just, you know, play, and it literally says it right here. I don't want to read it right from there, but it's a very fast and, you know, quick way to get on, play your games with your friends, and get off ASAP. The next one is actually called energy saving. Now, what energy saving does is it uses the lowest power consumption, so it only focuses on, you know, the game you are playing. It doesn't run any background apps or anything like that. So if you guys are running like 2 games at once and you're switching back and forth, it's not going to be keeping up with that. It's going to be using as low energy as it can. So keep in mind, if you are having it on instant on, you might have to actually lag a lot more, since it's not using all that power that your Xbox really can use. So keep in mind, there are going to be some negatives from energy saving, although it might be better because it's focusing on one game only. It's up to you guys to decide what type of games you're playing. If it needs a lot of, you know, power usage like Fortnite to render all those graphics, or you're playing a lower tier game like Minecraft, which doesn't really need that many chunks and that type of stuff, you guys can go on energy saving. So it all depends on the type of game you are playing, but keep in mind this will affect your lag spikes in the game. And with that said, I believe that's it for the video. I really don't want to go into depth with everything else. If you guys want to actually watch the video of how to actually get your Xbox internet speed faster, and, you know, just a lot more smoother gameplay rather than the lag spikes, focusing on that type of stuff, be sure to watch my other video I did make on the smooth gameplay and faster internet speed. I made it a couple weeks ago, so be sure to go drop a like on that one and watch it if you are interested. With that said, it's been your boy JustHK. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'm out. Peace.